Sup guys, Mitchell here, and today I got The Crew gameplay for you. Gonna be doing another movie review. This is kinda gonna be a two-parter as I'm gonna drive from where my house was, which is where I stopped last movie review in this game, to like Las Vegas, but I'm gonna review like two movies in the time. But the video is gonna be split up into two, just so you know. But the first movie I'm gonna review is Cannabis, who is directed and written by John Stockwell, starring Jonathan Daniel Brown and Kenny Wormald and Aaron Yu and Ron Perlman and John C. McGinley, who is Dr. Cox in Scrubs, the last dude. But anyway, let's get right into it. Kid Cannabis is based on a true story, which makes it more interesting in my eyes. But it's a story all about how this kid basically started like smuggling drugs and became like a, not like a drug lord because he wasn't like huge, but like he was a drug trafficker. He lived in Idaho, and this was in like 2004. But he lived in like Idaho and okay, bitch. But he lived in Idaho and like 100 miles away from the Canadian border, which isn't really that well watched. So he would he got this idea when he learned about like how much money could be made from like dealing pot, marijuana, reefer. But when he learned about that, he got the idea that they could just they could like smuggle drugs and make a ton of money. So they went up to Canada one time. They found a dude. Then he had to find an investor. But didn't mean to do that. But yeah, like that's the premise, and then obviously shit's gonna go down, stuff's gonna happen. But it's based on a true story, and so like that's what makes it interesting for me, because like those like kind of drug stories or like get rich stories, like especially illegally, are pretty interesting in my eyes. Like I find them interesting. Plus, you know, cannabis, marijuana, that's a whole thing. Though I don't smoke, but anyway, I thought the movie was like really good. It was pretty long, like 2+ hours. But that was like the first movie that I've watched on Netflix, because I like watch TV shows. But that was like the first movie I've watched on Netflix in forever, just because I don't have like the attention span to do it when I'm at home. But I was able to get through that one like without a problem for the most part, because it kept me entertained. Like the first half of the movie was kind of like set up and excitement, and then the last like hour or so is when shit started to go down. But it was cool. Like the acting was good. They got like good actors. That the main guy was, he's like a chubby kid. He was in something. Forgot off the top of my head, and right now I'm like focused on driving. But like he did a good job, and you could kind of see like the troubles that like it can cause, like the rift between friendships and like personalities and how you change, kind of thing. Like they did that well. So he did a good job. Like they did a good job acting those out. It was well written though, because I mean, like the guy who it happened to is like, I don't know if he's the one that wrote it, but it's like his thing. Oh, I didn't want to do this. Like it's his story, and so like he's like telling it kind of thing, and they did a pretty like good job. Like the story was really interesting. Like it was crazy. Like it got intense. You could like see everything that they went through, see like where he came from, where he wanted to go, like the reasoning. Like there weren't like a ton of like plot holes or anything. So they did a good job on all that. Come on, get the platinum. Got it. But they did a good job there. And then like the acting was good. The like entertainment was good because like I said, like that was the first movie that I've been able to watch on Netflix like the whole way through, and well, even like the first movie that I've watched in a really long time, just because I don't have the attention span for it really, just because there's so much to do like to distract yourself with at home, so it's harder for me to watch movies at home. But yeah, I liked it. I thought it was good. I'd give it like an 8 out of 10. Like they did a good job. It was interesting. It's on Netflix. It's not in the theaters. And because it's on Netflix, you should definitely check it out. But anyway, that's going to be the movie review for this, because we're about halfway to Vegas. And then have the next movie review for you, Project Almanac, next time. But leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I'm out. Deuces.